basically told a number of people, I said, if you don't applaud every time I say something good, I'm deleting all your images on your Well, to talk about taking videos and photos, everything's up. I'm going to take some quick selfies of myself. Don't put a Facebook map.
That's so funny.
Well, it's really good to have you all here. We're going to make some beautiful memories here in the next couple of days. So did you have fun last evening? Yeah. Well, I spoke with probably about, I think I counted like 80 wonderful ladies last night. And it is amazing the diversity of creativity that you all bring to the table. You know, it's scrapbookers, quilters, sewers, artists, wedding planners, you know, party planners, the whole gamut of creativity. We have influencers here, bloggers, product experts, designers, you know, many of our business partners are very valued retailers, and most importantly, actually my amazing team, and most importantly, our amazing and some of our most loyal and passionate members, our customers. Thank you all for coming. You know, together we reach, it's probably one of the most influential groups that have been put together in the creative industry. Together we reach, you know, we have the press here. Thank you all, thanks to the press here for coming. We have a reach of over 150 million people. So the word of the day is going to be innovate. I'm going to be here for about 30 minutes. And for those of you who know, that means about 2 hours. I'm going to talk about 3 things. I'm going to talk about my personal journey in arts and crafts and with Cricut. I'm going to tell you everything that Cricut is doing from an innovation perspective, how we've been innovating these last couple of years. And then we're going to launch a brand new line of cardstock. Some exciting product announcements. Well, I often get.
He's kidding.
My boss is sitting here. My team's like, he's not supposed to say any of this, right? So, our chairman's sitting here, so he's like, wow, why did we hire him? So 5 years ago, so people often ask me about my crafting background and my technology background and how that's helped me drive innovation at Cricut. And I tell them that, you know, I had no crafting background when I joined 5 years ago. In fact, you know, I'm going to get in trouble with our customers, our retail friends. I had never stepped a foot in the door of a Joanne, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, or Walmart arts and crafts section, Amazon, HSN, you know, in their arts and crafts side. So I'm doing a good job establishing credibility. And so my wife actually started taking me to these orientation tours, and you know, literally aisle by aisle, she would walk me through these stores. We spent a lot of time in stores before I even joined, and she literally started calling me her girlfriend. All these years, right? So about 3 years ago. So, you know, so no crafting background. My technology background doesn't help either. In fact, 3 years ago we had a launch event, a similar launch event. We got incredible press. There's a wonderful article about Cricut and innovation, a very positive one. But the title of the article kind of summarizes how my tech background helped me, and it said, how when the female customers perplexed
Hi, Mary.
Yeah, that's me starting in the retail store. And then in the most vulnerable moment, I actually shared with Katie Rosman, who was a reporter, and I said, I often come back home dejected.
Oh, you're welcome.
Telling my wife, I find my instincts completely wrong. So, how do you leverage that? How do you come up with great products when you basically are saying your finder instinct's completely wrong? Well, you go take classes, right? You go read books. You go sit with your wife and ask her to show you sewing. Or you read very highly recommended books like these, right? But you don't. No, you don't. The thing that you do is you immerse yourself in your consumers, in your members. And so that's my Facebook page. 5,000 friends on Facebook. And as you know, your personal pages don't allow more than 5,000 people. And I think that more than 3/4 of this room is probably friends with me on Facebook. And it's those daily conversations. It's that immersion every day for an hours, at a time, when you are listening, learning, agonizing, helping. And that's what gives you the right instincts. And actually, it's way bigger than me. It's my team, right? And we use every touch point, and Kim's going to talk about it, to come up with great insights and leverage them to innovate and come up with great products. So you got to love the industry, you got to have great instincts, and that's how you innovate. We're going to show you 3 incredible products today.
Yay! Amazing.
And this industry is actually one of the easy. I've been in many industries, from music to wireless security.
Stay tuned, you guys. It's coming.
Number of other things. And this is one of the easiest industries to innovate in. In fact, there's never been a better time. It's tailor-made for innovation. The web has become a collage
3, Shannon.
of photos. Mobile screens. Every one of us has one. Has put them in our pockets. And I cannot imagine a world without Instagram, Facebook, or Pinterest, where in an instant you can actually share it with your friends and family. So, back in 2014, we launched a Cricut Explore. We call it the new
Here
Cricut.
it comes.
And for us, it was not just a machine. It was a whole new way of thinking. And we had a really lofty aspiration for ourselves. We wanted to do something that Apple would do if they were to come in the creative crafts industry. So we were very pleased when we got a Forbes mention. I thought I was looking at a device designed by Apple. Elegant, and this is not to create Android iPhone cams. Elegant and fluid. The company clearly spends a lot of time thinking about the small things that consumers care about.
You got it.
Such as how it feels and how it sounds. We were very pleased with that. So Cricut Explore also helped us get from a paper crafting, scrapbooking brand to a DIY category. And at the core of it was this user interface. We call it the smart dial. And all of a sudden, you could cut all kinds of materials, right? From vinyls to iron-ons to poster boards, even bonded fabric. We were a closed system. We could only use our cartridges. And we moved to an open, that was our Achilles heel. And we moved to an open platform where any user could upload any SVG or many other formats for free. In fact, we don't know of any company, or at least many, if any companies, that allow you to upload your SVGs for free without buying their software. And as a result, we have 53 million images that have been uploaded over the last few years.
Yay! Amazing.
And just in the month of June, we had 75 images a minute. Wow. 75 images a minute. Go get a knife. Okay. Sorry. Yes. Okay. We also embrace mobile screens. We had this idea of ubiquitous access, and I still think that there's a lot of confusion about it. We wanted that irrespective of where you are, when you have a moment of inspiration, you could just pick up a screen and get to your projects. So if you are in the doctor's office, waiting in the parking lot, waiting at the airport, waiting for a meeting, you could literally just get on your iPhone, design something, and when you get back home, you're on your desktop. It's waiting for you. And the result's been 27 million projects have been designed and cut.
Wow.
So I talked about how Cricut Explore was a whole new way of thinking, right? And how the products are great, but actually it was way beyond products. You know, it was about those magical moments, the special moments that we create in people's lives. And I've had so many stories from many of you saying, oh, you know, I was going through this and this happened, or I wanted to throw a party. And it's amazing. At that moment, that feels like magic. I often tell my team, we don't build products, we create magic. Let me share some moments with you. So Nicole Lawson on Facebook posted this a couple of years ago, and I have permission to say it, I can talk about it. My husband is 32 years old and 100% permanent and total disabled veteran. Recently, he's been playing around with my Cricut Explore, and to see him smile again and feel accomplished after he's finished the project warms my heart. That's magic. Let me share another one. So I got this email a couple of years ago. It's from Jane Hulk from Brampton, Ontario. And the title of the email said, I wanted to say thank you. And you know, it's a long paragraph, but I'm going to read it out. And many of you could identify with this. I'm a teaching assistant who works with special needs kids, and my son, who is 10, has ADD. Almost every night, I am busy cutting all kinds of files that my special needs kids and my son would like, so I can make them into learning games. You know, one of my students who has CP has now learned how to count to 3 and can recognize the words 1, 2, and 3. And he knows the letters S and M. I wanted to let you know that your machine is changing the way kids learn. This is
Wow. Amazing.
Ken, I'm deleting your files.
Poor Ken.
Because the loudest corner gets the most files. 3 files. Okay, so we're talking about that 24-inch pearl paper cardstock. Okay. So, you know, let's talk about some new products. Okay? So we had the dial, the smart dial had become our anchor point. You know, we were obsessed about what people are cutting, and because it's a connected machine, we know all that, right? And a huge majority of people were cutting vinyls and iron-ons, and we were fixated on cutting. And so much so that we lost focus on the big picture. And the big picture was that it's not just about cutting the vinyl. It's not about just cutting the iron-on. It's about putting that wonderful, the beautiful decal on your walls. It's about making that onesie for your niece's daughter. So we had a big idea. And the big idea was that instead of just focused on, you know, cutting is a starting point. And what if you were to create products and services that allowed you to get from the time you were inspired to the time you could create something? So let's look at each point of the dial and start creating, you know, solutions and services and products around each position of the dial. So this first product that, you know, we just launched recently is a what we call the Cricut BrightPad. And for those of you who've done a vinyl project, know that after you have, you know, cut your vinyl, it's incredibly hard to read it. It takes like 15, 30, 45 minutes. And while some people find it therapeutic, most people find it pain. Right? The best way to apologize for not having innovation is just, it's therapeutic, right? So, you know, so all of a sudden if you have this, you know, super slim light pad underneath it, you can see the cut lines, and all of a sudden you can do it in less than a fourth of the time, right? It's beautiful. You can also use this Cricut this is the Cricut BrightPad. You can also use it for arts, you know, arts and other hobbies. And I'm just going to show it to you for those who haven't seen it. It is the most beautiful thing that you will lay your eyes on. It's super slim. Tiffany's going to give it to me. It's so thin. It's like a giant iPad screen. It's got multiple levels of dimness. It's just beautiful. Oh, sorry. It's built strong. By the way, the step tip,
Amazing.
not broken.
Don't do that at home.
Can I prove it to you?
Amazing.
Thank you, Tiffany. So Cricut BrightPad, $79.
I know,
launched
Shannon.
A few weeks ago.
My
It's
heart
in 4
sank.
colors. Most all our retail friends are going to carry it. It is beautiful. It will help you in so many things you do. First announcement: Cricut BrightPad. So iron-ons. People, you are all cutting iron-ons, making tons of t-shirts. Everyone wants to make a t-shirt. Onesies. Pillows, curtains. What else do you make? Who uses iron-on? Nobody in the room now uses iron-on. Think about the iron. What do you make?
Tote bags.
Tote bags. What else?
Shoesies.
Shoesies. What else? There you go. Okay. So those of you, so many of you have done an iron-on, and you know that after you cut the film, you have to apply it with some kind of a heat device onto your fabric, right? And there are 2 kinds of devices that exist today. One is your home iron. It's convenient, it's safe, everybody has one. And then there's this really ugly toothbrush that literally actually belongs to a factory or your garage. It's really bad. It's horrible. And it's not safe, right? You have a 350-degree hot heat plate. You're putting your hands right underneath
Here
it.
it comes.
And how many burn marks do you see on the internet? We're actually coming out with a product that actually is an ointment to fix it. Okay. Well, let's talk about the other thing. So I'll explain this in a second. Okay? Many of you know that the challenge with applying your iron-ons to your fabric is consistent heating. And this is a thermal map of what a typical iron and a heat press look like. And if you look at an iron, and even a good iron, the difference of temperature between the lowest temperature point and the highest temperature point could be as high as 200 degrees. 200 degrees. And these films are incredibly temperature and time sensitive. They all need, and it actually really also depends on what canvas are you applying it to. So when you have a device that has 200-degree variance, that explains why you're constantly guessing, and it's frustrating. And even if you get it to stick, it falls off after you're washing it, right? On the other hand, a heat press, that same range of temperature is between 10 to 30 degrees. Most heat presses are 30 degrees.
Me too, Wendy.
And really, really good heat presses. And you know why I'm talking about really good heat presses. Are 10 degrees, right? And they have, unlike an iron, they have an onboard timer, most of them, and a digital temperature reading. So what we wanted to do, in the spirit of creating solutions around iron-ons, is to combine the speed and consistency, of a heat press with the simplicity and convenience of an iron. And we came up with a beautiful product. I don't know how many of you really paid close attention to our window displays.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
It is.
We're calling it
Oh my God. Wow. Wow. Amazing.
100 free images for them.
Amazing.
Okay, that's good. It's a Cricut EasyPress, and it's really easy. All you do is after you cut the iron-on design, you place it on the fabric, you adjust the temperature and time. It has an onboard timer and a temperature setting. You adjust the temperature, let it heat up, and it doesn't take. It's way faster than a typical heat press. You gently lay it on you put the iron-on design on your fabric, you lay the EasyPress on it, start the timer, press go, and in less than 60 seconds, you have a fantastic iron-on project that's going to stick even after 10, 20 washes.
Oh, wow. Yay! Woohoo!
Talking about safety, it comes in a stand.
Oh, amazing.
Comes in a nested
Amazing,
stand called
amazing.
a safety base. And as the EasyPress is heating up, it's sitting in there contained from all sides. You know, you do your design, you put it right back. You know, you never have your arm underneath it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Thoughtful. We've done a lot of research. If you don't believe me, you gotta believe this. It's so simple. This is somebody that actually used the heat press. It's so simple.
Totally amazing.
No more guessing on the time and checking to see if the iron-on is sticking. You just set it on the iron and press go.
Yay! So terrific.
Well, this one's my favorite. You know, one of my colleagues, Val, a lot of our employees are testing these products and they take it home. And Val took it home and she was using this, testing it out, and her daughter was actually, Addie, who's 12 years old, was helping. That's not Addie. And this is a picture of Addie helping mom, you know, with these projects and testing. And she goes, I really hold it here until it beeps, and that's all. Hey, you get an endorsement of a 12-year-old, it's pretty awesome. And my general counsel is sitting here. My general counsel, Don Olson, sitting here, and just for full, you know, qualification, we do not recommend this product for kids. Cricut EasyPress, $149, launching in August and
Oh, wow. Amazing. Amazing. Amazing.
And now,
Here comes, here
all the people
comes.
that we talked about. Okay. The dial was amazing. All of a sudden, you all could just turn the dial and cut all kinds of materials that you couldn't cut before.
149.
But you wanted more. You always want more.
49, I
60,
think.
70, 80 materials weren't enough. You wanted hundreds, thousands, right? You could cut a lot more textures, but you wanted more. You know, burlaps and fabrics and balsa woods. You know, you just wanted more.
Yes,
You
149
didn't want
is
just
right.
a couple of tools. You wanted a dozen tools. Plus, you wanted more in the future. And most of all, you wanted infinite possibilities. Nothing between me and my imagination. Nothing between me and my creativity. You wanted to do, you didn't want to be told what you could do. You wanted to do more materials, more tools, more possibilities. So we looked at our current machine, you know, looked at our current technology, and we had to start over. We didn't have enough force. You know, Explore was one of the products with the highest forces in the consumer market today, over 300 grams of force. We needed way more than that. We had an X, Y, and a Z axis, so 3 axes of control. These are robotics, right? Effectively what you have is a robotics machine at work. And we needed to add way more axes of control. We needed to almost, my engineers don't like me saying this, but I'll say it. But we wanted to replicate the human hand. So more axes of control, more force, and we just did not. We love Explore. It's an amazing platform. It's going to be here for a long time. But it just didn't have the cutting materials, the cutting blades, the technology, and we wish we could have just extended it, but no, we had to start over. When we started this thing. And so we waited. I kept telling people, you could wait one more night. It's okay. And you know, we put our hearts and souls in this product. Lots of personal stories, lots of personal sacrifices. It's a revolutionary new product. And I am super excited that you are going to be the first ones, other than our retail friends, to see it ever. I don't feel enough excitement. So. We're going to innovate in an industry that has not seen any innovation in 3 decades, maybe even more. You know, we're going to take machines that cost tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars that are big, and Chuck will talk about it. And we're going to bring it to the consumer desktop. The power of mainframes to the personal computer. That's what it is, right? Machines that cost tens, hundreds of thousands of dollars and give you the power as a consumer to make things, democratize creativity.
Christine, I'm not sure yet, but I'll get the information.
Paper that we've ever created. It seamlessly integrates hardware, software, and content. It's just amazing. And it's the most beautiful product.
No problem.
Those people are really doing my best and seriously.
There's no dial. Do you see a dial? No dial. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. This is so exciting. Goosebumps.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Yes. Gorgeous.
You know, it's we've taken care of every little detail. We agonized, we thought over, we perfected. I'll do it quick. I'll do it 360 degrees. It's beautiful.
Oh, wow. Oh, it's gorgeous.
And you just open it. Welcome, Cricut Maker. I could do this all day. You know, it's taken a team to do this. I've shown you a small sliver of the capabilities of Cricut Explore and what it can do for all of you. I'm going to invite my team here for a second. These are some of the most talented people that I've ever worked with in my entire career. They have led many of our teams around the world to make this happen. Chuck Cyber, our head of products and brand. Tom Crest, our head of design. And Kim Kanarowski, our head of product management.
Hi everyone, I am so excited to tell you more about this Cricut Maker machine. But every time I watch that video, I get so emotional. So if I get choked up, I've watched it so many times. And it's so hard to watch because I'm so excited about what we're going to talk about here. But to start, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about my 10-year-old daughter, Kendall. Kendall is a maker. She's always coming up with new ideas and starting a new project. She knits hats and scarves for her stuffed animals. She loves to sew clothes for her dolls and even makes accessories for her dogs, or poor dogs. She has to dress them up all the time so that they look fancy. She makes purses and wallets with duct tape and jewelry, necklaces and bracelets using beads and string. And through all of it, as a mom, it makes me so proud. I love to see that she's found this amazing way to express her creativity. I love that she has such a passion, not just for making stuff for herself, but making stuff for friends and family. And I love that she has so much pride when she finishes a project and it turned out the exact way as she planned, or she learns something new and does it for the first time. Every day, I see makers like you who have that same sense of accomplishment, that same inspiring creativity, and that same passion for making. In my role, I have many responsibilities, but my favorite thing to do is to get out of the office and start talking to consumers. So when we set down this journey in 2014, I was so excited to start the research. I could start talking to you and learning from you and figuring out what we should